Hello again, my weird and wonderful friends, and welcome back to the forest. Actually, this is rather a meadow, not quite a forest. And today is a very special day because the harvest has begun and we are going to be collecting blackberries. Oh, and the blackberries are ripe and lush. So first I'm just going to go get my basket from the pine forest, and then we'll go collect some blackberries and maybe some wildflowers. It's a perfect time of year for collecting all kinds of herbal remedies. We've got goldenrod and St. John's wort. The milkweed is in full bloom. There's also lots of rose clovers and self-heal and yarrow. So it's just going to be a beautiful morning, and you're welcome to join me if you wish. And I hope that you are well, whoever you are, wherever you are. I hope you feel well. I hope you feel just the light of the divine on you. I hope you get a chance to just take a breath and just enjoy something sweet today. So I'm gonna get my basket and we'll go on a walk. So it's a glorious August morning, and we are going to go foraging. Oh, look at these pines. Everything is so lush and vibrant right now. And it's so hard to believe that for half the year, this land is bathed in ice. It's unbelievable. All right, we're gonna start our morning off by collecting some rose clover. And rose clover is just wonderful to have in the wintertime. It makes a beautiful tea, and it's really great for any kind of respiratory illnesses, any respiratory ailments. And it's so abundant. Some people probably think it's a weed, but sometimes the weeds are the most beneficial. What else do we have? We've got some St. John's wort here. This little yellow flower here. All right, and there's the yarrow. We love the yarrow. This little white flower here. Now, the yarrow flowers, they're not exactly the healing element of it, although they do make a nice tea. The root actually is used to create a poultice, and that can actually help to stop the bleeding of a wound. So we've got some really beautiful goldenrod here. Now, some people think that goldenrod is ragweed, and ragweed is highly allergenic, so there's a confusion there, but actually goldenrod has a lot of really helpful benefits, from healing urinary tract infections and cleansing out your system. I think it also hydrates you too. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, goldenrod does have a lot of benefits. It also makes a really nice tea. All right, what else? It's a bit sharp here for walking, but it's also really beautiful. Got my trusty companion here. Alright, more goldenrod. As you can see, there is an abundance of it. I don't feel too bad about collecting as much as I want. Oh yes, the goldenrod, the aster, it's all very helpful for our pollinators at this time of the year. When the nights start to get colder, there's actually quite a lot more food for them to eat. So, and especially a lot of the monarch butterflies, they love enjoying milkweed here, which I think a lot of our milkweeds have actually passed. Here you can see some. These will create those gorgeous little fluffy guys inside. In fact, I'll open one for you just so that you can see. They're not quite ripe yet, but let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not fluffy yet. Mother Earth, what a fascinating being. And I feel just so blessed to be on this planet with all of you beings too. It's just a wonder that we get the chance to experience this place as it is. The chance to be able to pick a blackberry. Oh my goodness. They're so good. I wish you could try one. Or maybe if you have some sort of berry in the fridge, you could eat it and we could be enjoying it together. These are delicious. I probably should actually collect some for the group, but it's best to take like at least 5 for yourself. They're quite prickly sometimes to get at. There's not too many bugs out here either. So what's your favorite time of year? Do you enjoy the spring, the fall, summer, winter perhaps? I think all the seasons have their benefits for sure. Sometimes when I'm in the thrall of spring and being eaten alive by bugs, I think to myself, what I would kill for fall right now. But then you start to see all the blooms and the lilacs and the apple blossoms and you think, well, maybe it's not so bad. But this time of year is really, really special to be able to harvest. The apples will be ripe soon and we'll be able to pick apples. But some of these berries they're not quite as big as I would like. So some of them are really nice, but. So this is one of the ways that I like to connect with my being and just heal, because there's so much in this life that takes us down, and it's little sacred moments like this, just being in a thicket of blackberries where I feel like I can connect with being an elf or a hobbit or just being one with abundance. And that's just it, you know? You might not be a millionaire, but if you can go out into your backyard and pick some berries, or even walk down the street, you know, and pick a flower or something, just to have the chance to connect with nature, just to have that opportunity. Oh look, the last daisy. I haven't seen a daisy in like a month. I'm gonna leave this one here as much as I would like to pick it for tea. Daisies also make a beautiful tea, so. And I'm all smiles today, you might notice. Not always smiles, but I really hope that whatever's happening in your life, whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're going through, I really want you to know that it will pass and that you will find that day again where you can go into a field, maybe in your mind, you know? Maybe you don't like going into a field in real life, but there'll be a time where you can just take a breath and walk through the field of your mind, or walk along the ocean of your mind and relax and find peace. And if you think to yourself, well, no, I don't think I'll find that, like, it's because you have to garden that peace inside of you first. You know, I could be walking through here and being angry that the bugs are still around me. I could be angry that, I don't know, I'm not going to be angry. Even though there's things that I could be sad about and angry about, I'm not going to be. Winnie, come here. I could be angry that she's not listening to me because she wants to go to the lake. But instead, I'm just going to be here in this space, connecting with you, whoever you are, and just weaving and wondering. And this is before I've had coffee, so forgive me if I'm dribbling and not saying anything worthy. But sometimes you don't have to push it, you know? That's the message for today. Take a break, if you can. Take a step back and just do something for you. Do something for you. Maybe you haven't been taking enough time for yourself. And I'm telling you, go into that meadow, go on a walk, whatever it is. Go and sit by the water. Go and pick out a book and just read and get lost in someone else's story if you feel like it. If you don't want to listen to your story anymore, just go and get lost in someone else's. All right, go and pick some rose clovers. Look up like a little medicinal tea like that you could make, and go and collect the flowers. Obviously, you want to make sure that they're not covered in pesticides. You want to try to find them in a nice wild area if you can. This is mullein, and it's really special because the leaves are so soft. Can you hear that? They're so soft. I think they're called lamb's ear too. Yeah, the leaves are really special because you can make respiratory remedies with these. You can either smoke them dried or you can make a tea, but they're supposed to really help those who have trouble smoking and their lungs are in pain. These are supposed to help. Mullein leaves. And the flowers of the mullein are said to make a really beautiful ear oil that you can put them in. You put them in like an olive oil or something, and you let them sit for weeks, and then the mullein is supposed to be very helpful for ears, even else. And you can also eat them. So that's the thing. There's so many edible wonders here. I'm still on the hunt for blackberries though. My dog is angry at me because she wants to go swimming. And we will go swimming. Ooh, I found some. Not all of these look super nice, but that's okay. I'll pick through them later. It's the thought that counts. All right, what else do we have? Any others? And it's okay because, you know, we're having to share them with the other creatures, right? The birds love them, our dogs love them. I'm dragging the forest behind me. But yeah, I know it sounds easy for me to say, just go and do that thing that makes you feel good. Just take some time for yourself. But in this day and age, we don't take enough time for ourselves. And then we get sick and we wonder why we're sick. We wonder why we're stressed. You have to take time for yourself. You have to step back and prioritize your being. And I'm not saying like, go spend a bunch of money at the mall or something. I'm not saying go and distract yourself necessarily. I'm saying be with you, spend time with you. Come on, we're gonna go back. If you can take that time for you. I know from personal experience, and it's the hardest thing for me, to be able to receive help from others, to be able to accept that, to be able to focus on trying to take care of myself. I'm always feeling guilty, like I'm not enough, like I'm not doing enough for others. But at the end of the day, everyone has their own story. Everyone's doing their own life here. And we have to connect with our being and say, what is it that we feel drawn to? What is it that we feel connected to? And that could just be sleeping a bit longer one day, or that could just be, you know, lying out, relaxing in the sun, taking that extra time, making yourself like a really yummy drink or something, or going out on a night with friends or something. Like, I don't know what it is, simple things, but sometimes it's the easiest and simplest things that are the hardest to do, but they're also the most important. Just like collecting some flowers. It used to be so different You know, in another life, people would go out and have, you know, their tasks that they were meant to do, whether that was going out and collecting the flowers and the herbs and the berries, whether that was going out hunting, whether that was building a home to live in. You know, everyone had their task. Everyone had that thing that made them valuable to the community. And now, more and more, we don't know what our community is. We don't know what it is that we're meant to do or where we're meant to go. And so we get lost and we feel helpless. And society says, well, do this thing. I'll pay you to do this thing. And we little humans think, oh yeah, like, I want that. I need that. That'll make me happy. And it does maybe make you happy briefly. It might make you happy for a day or a week, but then you're lost again. Lost trying to find that compass inside of yourself that tells you, wait a minute, I'm not where I'm meant to be. Where are you meant to be? It's almost impossible to find that in this day and age, but we're forced to look within inside ourselves and find that voice, find that truth, find that heartbeat inside, that vibrancy, that color that is our soul. What is it that makes your soul sing? Who are you? And what do you want to be? Because you're a sacred fragment of the universe experiencing itself. Just like me, just like you, we're all here meant to do something. And if you've taken anything from this video of me rambling and walking through the meadow, I really hope that you've taken the idea of taking time for yourself and just connecting with you, because you need it, I need it, and heal yourself and you heal the world. So I'm sending you all my love, all my joy and power to you. May you go forth and spread love and vibrancy and creativity and just passion. Live your passion, live your life. You've got this.